Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Career Prep. In this video, we'll solve a few problems on mixed graphs in the topic data interpretation. Since questions based on this topic are most frequently asked in competitive exams, it makes sense to understand and practice as many questions as possible. These questions are the ones where marks can be scored easily if practiced well. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to get notifications as soon as we post a new video. So let's start. Study the following information carefully and answer the given questions. Now this is a mixed graph which contains a pie chart and a table. We have to correlate the data given in these two graphs and answer the given questions. So first let's understand what all data is given in each of these graphs. The pie chart given below shows the distribution of the number of boys in percentage or in absolute value or in degree in 6 different classes. So this pie chart shows the distribution of the number of boys in 6 different classes A, B, C, D, E and F. And the number of boys is given in the form of percentage in class A for class A and for class B. And the number of boys is given in the form of absolute value for class E. The number of boys is given in the form of degrees for class B, class C and class D. Now you should know that the sum of the percentages for all these sectors in this pie chart is equal to 100%. Similarly, the sum of all the degrees of all the sectors of this pie chart is equal to 360 degrees. Let's move on to the table. It's given that the table represents the ratio of number of girls to number of boys in 6 different classes. So the column in this table gives the ratio of the number of girls to boys, and each row is for the different classes A, B, C, D, E and F. So in class A, the ratio of number of girls to boys is 2:3. For class B, the ratio of number of girls to boys is 4:3. For class C, the ratio of number of girls to boys is 4:5 and so on. Now we have to correlate the data given in this pie chart and in this table to answer the given questions. So first let's do a common interpretation. Now let's correlate the data given in this pie chart and the table. First, let's concentrate on the pie chart. Now this pie chart shows the distribution of the number of boys in percentage or in absolute value or in degree in 6 different classes. First, let's convert the degrees and the absolute value to percentages. So now from this pie chart we know that the percentage of boys in class A is 20%. Now for class B it's given as 54 degrees. Now we know that 360 degrees is equal to 100%. So 54 degrees is equal to 54 degrees divided by 360 degrees multiplied by 100, which is equal to which is nothing but 15%. Now for C it is given as 90 degrees. We know that 360 degrees is equal to 100%. So 90 degrees is equal to 90 degrees divided by 360 degrees multiplied by 100%, which is nothing but 25%. Now for D it is given as 36 degrees. We know that 360 degrees is equal to 360 degrees is equal to 100%. So 36 degrees is equal to 36 degrees divided by 360 degrees multiplied by 100%, which is nothing but 10%. Now for F it is given as 10%. Now for E it is given that the total number of boys in class E is 360 degrees. Now percentage of boys in class E is equal to 100% minus the total uh, of the percentages of the rest of the classes. So percentage of boys in class E is equal to 100% minus 20% plus 15% plus 25% plus 10% plus 10%, which is 20%. So percentages of boys in class E is 20%. It's given that uh, in the pie chart that the number of boys in class E is 360. So 20% of the total boys is equal to 360. This means the total number of boys is 360 divided by 20 multiplied by 100, which is 1800. So the total number of boys in all these classes is 1800. Now let's correlate the data we have uh, just interpreted with the data given in the table. So now let's correlate the data we have interpreted from the pie chart with the data given in this table in the form of a table. Now in this table, the first column is for the different classes. The second column is for the number of boys. Third column is for the number of girls. And the fourth column is for the number of students in each class. Each row is for the different classes. That is, first row is for class A, second row is for class B, third row is for class C, and so on. Now we have found that the total number of boys is 1800. So the number of boys in class A is 20% of 1800, which is 360. Total number of boys in class B is 15% of 1800, which is 270. Number of boys in class C is 25% of 1800, which is 450. Number of boys in class D is 10% of 1800, which is 180. Number of boys in class E is given as 360 in the pie chart. Number of boys in class F is 10% of 1800, that is 180. So the total number of boys is 1800. Now let's find out the number of girls in each of these classes. Now this table represents the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys in 6 different classes. So this table shows the ratio of number of girls to boys in each of the classes. So for class A, the ratio of number of girls to boys is given as 2:3. This means for every 3 boys in the class, there are 2 girls. Now we know that there are 360 boys in class A. So number of girls in class A is 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 360, which is 240. Because for every 3 boys in class A, there are 2 girls. So for every 360 boys for 360 boys in class A, the number of girls in class A will be 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 360, which is nothing but 240. Now it's given in the table that the ratio of number of girls to boys in class B is 4 is to 3. That is, for every 3 boys in class B, there are 4 girls. Now we know that there are 270 boys in class B. So if there are 3 boys in class B, then there will be 4 girls. So if there are 270 boys in class B, the number of girls in class B will be 4 divided by 3 multiplied by 270, which is 360. Similarly, let's find the number of girls for the other classes. For class C, the ratio is given as 4 is to 5. So the number of girls in class C is 4 divided by 5 multiplied by 450, which is 360. The ratio of number of girls to boys in class D is given as 3 is to 2. So number of girls in class D is 3 divided by 2 multiplied by 180, which is 270. The ratio of the number of girls to boys in class E is given as 1 is to 1. We know that the number of boys in class E is 360. So the number of girls in class E is also 360. The ratio of number of girls to boys in class F is 2 is to 1. So the number of girls in class F is 2 multiplied by 180, which is 360. When you add all these values, you will get the total number of girls as 1950. So there are 360 boys in class A and 240 girls in class A. So the total number of students in class A is 600. There are 270 boys and 360 girls in class B. So the total number of students in class B is 630. There are 450 boys and 360 girls in class C. So total number of students in class C is 810. There are 180 boys and 270 girls in class D. So the total number of students in class D is 450. There are 360 boys and 360 girls in class E. So the total number of students in class E is 720. There are 180 boys and 360 girls in class F. So the total number of students in class F is 540. So finally, we have written all the values we have found out in common interpretation from the pie chart and the table in the form of this table. We have tabulated the values in this form of this table. Now let's use this table to answer the given questions. Based on the information in this common interpretation table, let's answer the given question. Find the 3/4 of the number of girls in class F. You are given 4 options here and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. So according to this table, the total number of girls in class F is 360. So 3/4 of the number of girls in class F is 3 by 4 multiplied by 360, which is 270. So the correct answer is option C, 270. Based on the information given in this common interpretation table, let's answer the given question. If the ratio of the urban to rural students in class C is 17 is to 10 and the total urban boys is 240, what is the total number of rural girls in class C? You're given four options here and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that ratio of the urban to rural students in class C is 17 is to 10. So the sum of this ratio is 17 plus 10, which is 27. Also from this table we know that the total number of students in class C is 810. So total urban students in class C is equal to 17 divided by 27 multiplied by 810, which is 510. Now it's given that total urban boys is 240. So total urban girls in class C is 510 minus 240, which is 270. Now from this table we know that the total number of girls in class C is 360. So total number of rural girls in class C is 360 minus 270, which is 90. So the correct answer is option D, 90. Based on the information given in this common interpretation table, let's answer the given question. Total girls in class D is what percentage more or less than the total students in class F? You're given four options here and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. So here you have to find percentage more or less, which means percentage change. So let's use the formula. Percentage change is equal to new value minus original value divided by original value multiplied by 100. Here the original value will be the value that comes after the word than. So after the word than is the total students in class F. Now according to this table, the total number of students in class F is 540. So 540 comes in the denominator. Now the total number of girls in class D according to this table is 270. So the required percentage is equal to 270 minus 540 divided by 540 multiplied by 100. This is nothing but minus 270 divided by 540 multiplied by 100, which is minus 50%. The negative sign here indicates there is a percentage less. So total girls in class D is 50% less than the total students in class F. So the correct answer is option B, 50%. Based on the information given in this common interpretation table, let's answer the given question. Total girls in all the classes together is what percentage more than the total boys in all the classes together? You're given four options here and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. So here you have to find the percentage change. Use the formula percentage change is equal to new value minus original value divided by original value multiplied by 100. Here remember that always the value that comes after the word than should come in the denominator. So here after the word than is the total boys in all the classes together. From this table we know that the total number of boys in all the classes together is 1800. So 1800 has to come in the denominator. Now total girls in all the classes together according to this table is 1950. So the required percentage is equal to 1950 minus 1800 divided by 1800 multiplied by 100. On solving this, we get 8 and 1/3%. So total girls in all the classes together is 8 and 1/3% more than the total boys in all the classes together. So the correct answer is option B, 8 and 1/3%. Based on the information given in this common interpretation table, let's answer the given question. What is the ratio of the total boys in class B, C and D together to that of the total girls in class A, E and F? You are given 4 options here and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now, according to this table, the total number of boys in class B, C and D is 270 plus 450 plus 180. And the total girls in class A, E and F, A, E and F, according to this table is 240 plus 360 plus 360. So the required ratio is 270 plus 450 plus 180 is to 240 plus 360 plus 360. This is nothing but 900 is to 960, which on simplification gives us 15 is to 16. So the required ratio is 15 is to 16. The correct answer is option C, 15 is to 16. Viewers, please go through this video till you understood the concept. Practice more such problems to increase your speed and also to understand the concept clearly. Please do watch our videos on ratio, average, percentage, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, etc. for a thorough understanding of the topics, which will make it easier for you to solve data interpretation problems. Please do watch a video on radar graphs for solved problems. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.